On at this point. Thank you, Ashley, and be safe. That is paramount tonight. We want to head to Kim St. Ange. We have reports that another structure is on fire. Is that correct, Kim?
Steve, it's actually not a structure. We're not quite sure what it is. It's really hard to tell. It's been burning for maybe the last 10 minutes. You can see it's actually in the middle of the road. Firefighters just pulled up here within the last couple of minutes trying to put this fire out. What's interesting is actually there were dozens of people who were standing outside the 7-Eleven, as you saw, that was fully engulfed. But now, after this one on fire, they've run over here. So I want to actually show you what this looks like here from Sky Zoom 4 flying overhead, again, giving you an idea of what this scene looks like downtown. I mean, there are still hundreds of people who are scattered around this area, not too far from police headquarters. At one point, we saw what I would imagine would be about 40 police officers. Of course, they had their shields, they had face masks on, they were all forming a line, basically blocking police headquarters. Since we've been down here, we haven't actually seen anyone trying to pass them, but they definitely were all standing there in the line, ready in case anyone was trying to. When that 7-Eleven went on fire earlier, just within the last maybe 45 minutes, that smoke filled downtown. I mean, I was looking, just a block over, and you really couldn't even see much in front of your face. That's how intense the smoke was at one point. I heard you saying, Steve, talking about tear gas. Police have been using that, trying to disperse some of these crowds tonight. We actually felt that. You can smell it, you can feel it. It makes your eyes burn, it makes your nose burn, and we were at least a few blocks away from it, but that's how intense it is. So we've heard a lot of gunshots, we've seen fireworks popping off. There are several police officers, as I mentioned, not only standing outside police headquarters, but scattered around downtown trying to control these crowds. But it seems like, for the most part, they are letting them protest. If you want to go back out to us live, again, this is around North 15th and Pine. It's some object, we're not quite sure what it is, but it looks like firefighters are managing to put the flames out right now as I speak. But this is about a block away from where that 7-Eleven was, and as soon as this went on fire, we saw dozens of people just running, sprinting down to gather around here. If you're looking over to the left, you can see there's a bunch of the police officers that I was mentioning, just making sure that they're able to control this crowd as best as possible. So it's sad to see our city like this. But yeah, it's a lot going on. It seems like everyone's just running, and we're just hearing pops every probably 5 minutes. Steve?
Kim, there's so much ambient noise going on around you. It's understandable that at times some of what our reporters tonight, just natural, it's not going to be audible what you all are saying. Give us the location of where those firefighters are working on that fire in the streets. What are the streets?
This is near North 15th and Pine.
Okay.
And this is about a block away from 17th and Olive. It's a couple blocks away from 17th and Olive, where that 7-Eleven was on fire. Okay.
Yeah, we saw earlier from Sky Zoom 4 that firefighters had put out the flames. Obviously, it's under control at this point. Can you make out? I'm having trouble looking to make out what that is in the middle of the street, what was set on fire. But the good news right now is it is out.
Steve, you know what? Now that they're actually using some water on it, this is just me guessing, but that looks like it almost could be like I was actually going to guess a mattress.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd say that.
That looks like a box spring.
Yeah. And then just some other random items. It looks like maybe a trash can was also in the mix, but yeah, I'm going to guess that's maybe a mattress.
Okay, Kim,
box spring.
We're going to keep your picture up here at this point. I want to